Okay. We're we're back at the league thing. If you've been tracking things, you would know that me playing against yurikamome here means that somehow, despite my best efforts, I managed to stay in A, and well, we'll see how today goes. I was initially going to say that this board was like a complete trash, but actually there's Swamp's Gift sitting right here, which seems like that's what a lot of the game's going to be about. Because like if you just had the C chart as draw, I'd say no, you certainly can't do it. But with the Swamp's Gift, I think you can draw enough to make that worthwhile. Especially since the draw cards, like if you're going to play like Terminal Draw, Enclave, Money, are not particularly amazing, I don't think. Not sure what we'd be like playing there. So instead, you're probably going to want to like flood your deck with, wisps. You can add some C charts in there and hope that goes okay. I think we're going to start out Stonemason Druid. I don't think we want a poorhouse with it, and I don't think we want curses, so that's going to be the way that I start. I think no matter what, I don't want a curse, so we'll make the big determination here. Like if I'm going to be playing some kind of Terminal Draw Money, I'd be buying a Terminal Draw card, and if I'm going to be playing this Druid Swamp's Gift thing, I'm going to be buying Stonemason and taking 2 Druids. And I guess I'm gonna take Stonemason, take 2 Druids. You can also Stonemason the Cursed Gold. I wasn't like thinking about that so hard before I actually got the opportunity to think about it, I guess. So that would be something that if it were to be able to happen, this next shuffle would be amazing, right? I'm not actually sure how much you want to clear out coppers. Estates going to copper later is not like the worst thing ever if you're Swamp's Gift heavy or Wisp heavy. The Stonemason Cursed Gold thing's pretty unlikely until we get there. I'm not actually sure what we really want to do in the interim. Like maybe we just pick up C charts, right? We want to pick up Piazza at some point. I don't particularly want to be playing the Cursed Gold. Longer term, like you don't have much village, but your terminals are probably going to be monuments. Maybe 1 monument, one draw card. I don't know how exactly that's going to work out. But, maybe it will. Oh, I should also mention that, this match is happening at the same time as a, Olympic quarterfinal soccer match that I kind of have watching off to the side here. But maybe I'll actually move in front of me. I don't know how distracting it's going to be, but I'll find out at some point, I suppose. I was like debating whether to try to follow it on my phone or just have it like up on a screen, and I think the answer is like I'll actually be less distracted with it being up on the screen. Look at this, we get to Stonemason the Cursed Gold. Isn't that amazing? It's like this turns into 2 C charts right now. I don't know if I pick anything up, but just do that. I don't think I actually can like afford to put these things in. I have the 2 Druids, which are terminal, and they both bottom deck. That's lovely. I'll just keep buying C charts and hope something works out okay. There's no way I'm hitting 5 down here unless I get super, super lucky. Which, I'd love a Piazza. It's just, I don't know how easily that can happen. Well, I guess I'm gonna get it. Oh no, that's like C chart. So this is another nothing, which is bad. These are C charts which will not hit because there's literally nothing in my deck that they can hit. So that's amazing. Right. I'm gonna say this is going badly. Okay, we collided the Druids again. That's great. Oh, we get the last C chart. That's a positive, I guess. I wonder if I should be converting these estates to coppers yet, or should I be trashing copper? I think I should be going estate to copper. Do I want a silver? Not really. Honestly. I mean, I want Piazza, but, like, the deck should get there without that help. We're going, like, full copper strategy. This should be Piazza for you. I think. Like, I think 2 coppers is better than trashing a copper. I may be way off on that assessment, but I think, like, at some point maybe I pick up a Pooka. The idea was really to, like, not have the Druids collide twice, right? That would have been more ideal. Certainly. Okay, well, you're doing about the same thing. The good news is I do get to the Piazza here. I am falling a little bit behind on wisps, which is kind of annoying. Or, I mean, not behind on wisps, but, like, they're not working as I wish they would. Nothing. Monument. I'm like fairly certain that Monument's better than Pooka, but I'm not actually sure about that. Like, do I want to pick up nothing here if I want to pick up a Pooka eventually? I think the answer might actually be yes. Right? Just because I still do want to be playing the Druids, like, in the medium term. Well, that's a turn. Look, this is what the decks do. That was an amazing turn for you, and you're up to 7 cards and can maybe do something with your cursed gold. You have a Pooka in hand that you're hesitant to play because it's going to draw stuff dead. Meanwhile, my deck's like non-functional. That's great. So this is where we're at. You don't particularly want to like Stonemason for anything. You don't want any terminals. So maybe you're buying gold? I don't know. Okay. We could Stonemason out this last estate for 2 coppers. I'm going to say that's probably a reasonable move. I didn't get up to the Pooka. I don't really want to put another terminal in. I also didn't get to this Druid, which is really annoying. Like, I've not been getting wisps at anywhere near the rate that I would have considered ideal at the start of the game. Yeah, let's stick the Pooka in. Look at these Piazzas just, like, not hitting at all. Okay. I don't know what order these actually want to be in. I guess it should possibly be C chart before the wisps. See what I know. Could trash a copper, pick up a silver here. like, I don't know that I want to put another terminal in. I could think about, like, a werewolf. It's not the worst thing ever, but I'm gonna just take a silver. Wisps are about to run out. That's exciting, I guess. What I'd actually like to do is, like, just get up to Enclave or something. Okay. Like, maybe gold's better than werewolf, I'm not sure. Another Pooka's maybe better. The intention is to, like, not buy these things. I kind of want to just Enclave for more money when the time comes. So maybe we do just stick in, like, the werewolf and hope for the best. This game feels pretty random. It's like about these things that draw off the top of the deck hitting. Okay, well there's a good turn. You also have multiple terminals, so you'll get full opportunity on this turn. I mean, this is what you want to see. I don't know how the Wisp split went. I know I lost C charts because, like, I just kept hitting 2 early on. Wisps, you are looking at 5 right here, so maybe I have 7, I hope. Otherwise, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I have less draw and I have less payload. Well, maybe I don't actually have less payload. I have trashed out more estates. There's a thought. Cursed Gold's gone. This will be an Enclave, is my guess. It's my guess anyways. Yeah. And I lose a C chart. That's obnoxious. Well, at least my deck's kind of working. Maybe I take a gold here. Like, from this. Discard 3 cards to gain a gold. The Stonemason copper. Copper? Buy another werewolf? Yeah, let's do it. What did you get? Envy. It's actually decent against your deck, except you're probably not going to draw this turn, so it just won't matter. That's my guess anyways. Yeah. Man, I'm not a fan of losing that C chart. Let's see, we have a Pooka somewhere in there. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put a Wisp on top. Yeah, there's the Pooka. Whoops. Just get as much stuff as possible into hand. Alright, now we can Enclave. I think that's like the only reasonable option. And I diluted you, which again, I don't think is going to do much of anything. I mean, not again, like I thought the Envy did something, or the Envy would have done something had you drawn. But in this case, the diluted is not going to change much of anything, just because your target is like by Enclave, by province. I thought it would be. I'm not sure about getting rid of that gold. Like, are werewolves actually making your deck that much better? I mean, they're making it able to attack me. Like, that's fine, but I don't think that they're actually better than a single gold. I say as I just get, like, completely demolished by a poverty. Well, I don't want to discard 3 cards to gain a gold. I think I just want to buy province. Or you could buy another Enclave, depending on my feelings about, do I think that this is going to be a deck that is able to draw? Probably not. Like the taking Enclave would basically mean that I'm willing to say that I'm able to outpace you on provinces from here, which is just not. It's not true at all. You know, things are hidden. Man, I feel really bad about my position in this game just because I think Wisps are probably even and I've lost a C chart, so yeah. Not great. Like whatever amount of first player whatever I had, I lost when my Druids kept missing the shuffle and colliding. And I also lost when I just couldn't hit 3 in addition to that. Which is maybe, like, I'm gonna say maybe partially my own fault. Like, you bought silvers, I didn't. But on the other hand, I don't really know. I guess we're gonna get some werewolves in here. Curse, Locust, Wisp. You gotta be kidding me, man. Locust's a Wisp. Man. Alright. I guess we top deck something. Buy province. What are we top decking? We have a Pooka in there, so I guess we're gonna top deck a Wisp. And buy province. I'm kind of hoping that keeping these golds in the deck make me more able to buy province, although you just picked up your second one, so maybe that's not so, I don't know, relevant. Eight. I do not hit with that, which is quite bad. Probably the best thing is to Stonemason this curse. Yeah. Omens. Well, that just beats up the Piazza, doesn't it? Unfortunately, I have a dead turn. I kind of need to score here, so I think I'm going to play this Werewolf. Okay, we did hit 5, which is, well, necessary. I'm really hoping you, like, full miss somehow. I'd also like to give you Misery. That would be a nice thing to do. Yeah. Oh, no, you're just going to hit 8 again. Alright, fine. Well, I could take 2 duchies here. I don't think that's the best idea ever. Just because I'm not sure, like, what it gains me. 2 wisps on top is surely the best move for my deck. Right. I mean, I feel like I should be buying, like, Province Double Estate over 2 duchies, just because, like, I can't beat a province, right? The 2 estates bring me possibly in range for whatever. It makes it so that I can potentially, like, I don't know, it's not exactly a tie, but tie with a duchy. Okay. Shoot. I don't really want to discard the Druid, because, like, I'll need the buy. I guess probably we discard the C chart. Okay. This is going to be like 2 estates and play the Werewolf. I don't think I gain anything by doing this, so we'll put the C chart on top. Famine is not great. Really have to hope you keep missing, but this is looking like a good enough turn that that isn't happening. Yeah. Well, I mean, things went badly early. I don't really know what to say about that other than things went badly early. It was not really a clean start, and I just ended up with like less draw because, I mean, I did. Okay, this has Gamble Souk. I mean, that's what we're playing. I don't know how good this 5-2 is, but we're playing Gamble Souk. And I'm going to open Souk. I don't think I want to trash the... I don't think I want to use the coffer to trash a copper. Like, I think we want to gamble into this stuff next turn. And like in a perfect world, I guess we can hit that Souk and buy another. Yeah. I think that's what it's got to be. I kind of want to mint, but like I can't do that because you end up with complete garbage. I mean, I think for you it's clear you buy the Souk and you trash an estate. This 5's actually not great compared to the 4-3, I'm noticing. It's actually like quite bad compared to the 4-3. Yeah. But that's where we're at. You should play all of those. If you find Souk here, I just lose, so that's bad. So yeah, I just lost this game. And I don't know what to say about it. I don't want to continue here because, like, I gamble into this, I only hit 4. So that doesn't seem great. I mean, you can just gamble through and win. There's been 0 way for me to win this game. Like, I couldn't do it. I mean, this is effectively over at this point. You just gamble through. You can empty Souk right here, I believe. At which point I resign, because what's the point? Yeah, you can empty Souk. Alright. I mean, buy Souk, gamble. Back to the old league. Alright, so, I mean, the first one, I don't know what I could have done differently. So I'm not sure how that one was. I mean, that one I don't know. This one was, that last one was just like not winnable at all. So that was bad. Anyways, we're on to a new board, and this one is featuring no draw. So that's annoying. It's featuring no draw and discard attacks. I guess we want to get thin, like put a sack of loot or 2 in and play like Enlarge money with those. That's my read on it. I mean, there's like Necromancer draw. That's not actually draw. I mean, it's not enough to like do anything against the discard attacks, and you have to trash an action in this. Yeah, no. So let's just open double Urchin. The eventual goal is to do this Enlarge sack thing, but yeah. I don't know what I'd do on a 5 here. I think you'd probably take Enlarge and be pretty happy about that. I will have a debate, like if I see a single Urchin turn 3, do I launch off of it? I'm not sure what the answer there is going to be. We'll see how I'm feeling when it happens. I guess that like triggers a shuffle, which is actually quite bad. So the answer is probably no. I could trigger a shuffle the next turn, which would make it so that the second Urchin that you got isn't going to end up hitting. But apparently that's not something we're going to worry about. We're just going to have free reign. Like this will collide them. I guess I'll buy a Necromancer. It can replay the Urchin if I want to get another Merc. It can replay Mercs. It can trash Mercs. It can play, Spy, worst case, which is better than an Urchin. Okay. Launch. Shuffle. Be merry. You're trashed down enough that I don't think it's like amazingly clear what you want to do from here. I mean, you're going to want to like enlarge the mint into a sack of loot. Probably. I don't know if I take a mint here or what. I could also launch with the idea that maybe I buy like a silver. Mint gets me down a little bit faster, but I'm also not sure like what it actually does for me. We could pick up a modify. We could pick up an enlarge of our own. We could pick up a festival. That's a village. Problem with festival as a village is that it's like so drastically ineffective against the discard attack. So maybe we take Necromancer again. I don't know what to do. Like I feel like I'm lost just because you can get to the sack of loot and like be thin with them so much faster, and then it doesn't actually matter that I'm discard attacking you because you got the enlarged loot thing going. Well, we'll take a festival. I'm not a huge fan, but I think we can do this just fine. Spies. I'm going to discard it. I'm not sure that it's a great idea, but I'm going to do it anyways. Does this want to go into the trash? Maybe. Like, it's fine to have a second or fine to have a second Merc. I can zombie apprentice it in the moment of need. Plus, I do want to actually clear the estates. Right. Some point. Could apprentice this. That would give me the best chance at a Merc play, which I would kind of really like to have. And then maybe this is a sack of loot. I don't love putting the festival in the trash for you to have a village with, but I don't know what else I'm doing. There. I mean, I had to find a Merc, so drawing the copper was not gonna work. I guess the hope is that the discard attack against Enlarge starts really making things painful. Okay. Maybe this will be a militia play. Yeah. Irritating. I guess we're going to apprentice this Merc now. Oh, thin. I'm going to take another Necromancer here. There's plenty of nice stuff in the trash to play with. It's just, you know. You get Staff. Figurehead's easily the best one here. Like easily. Do I want to play this Jewels? Yeah, I definitely want to play this Jewels. Something like, whoops. That was not what I meant to do. That was an Urchin. Oh god, I could get Militia. That would suck so much after what I just did. Yeah, I'm getting Militia'd. Yikes. Okay. Well, that's depressing. I just played this that I was only going to get Urchin attack, and now I'm going to get Militia attacked, which super sucks. What do we do about it? Probably apprentice the other mercenary. Yeah, that seems most likely. Nope, we zombie mace it into province. Okay. Let's see here. I guess we want to apprentice this guy. And then we're going to merc attack these two. Do I just want another Necromancer? I'm trying to figure out what exactly the move is here. I'm thin. Yeah. Do I want to play the Orb? I don't really feel a need to play the Orb. I think I just want another Necromancer. This is how the deck works. We play Festival, we play Militia, we play Zombie Mason. Yeah. Let's do it. The jewels will go nicely on top. You can also discard Orb to a discard attack and Mason that. May not even work with Enlarge or Modify as it is. The game is still 0-0. Soccer. It's not actually been that distracting, I just haven't been able to win either of these first two games, especially the second one. That was just lovely. We're going to launch. I'm guessing we're getting a discard attack of some kind in. Yeah. Plausibly we discard I don't know, Necromancer Orb. I do want to play Militia kind of badly, but what happens if we hit the Necromancer with the Necromancer? I don't know. I guess the thing with you having two sacks is that you're much more likely to get Figurehead. Yeah, I think it has to be that. We can actually, I guess, spy with the one, and then decide what to do. Do I want to do a Militia play? Maybe. You're pretty likely to hit on a launch. And by pretty likely, I mean, like, not at all. Like, at some point, I feel like I just have to take provinces, but at the same time, you know, you want to be putting this discard attack in. Go Festival Militia. Hit 5. I could pick up Enlarge. Might be the move. I think Enlarge is better than a lot of options, and I think I like need one to be competitive in this game. We're trying to enlarge loots, right? Mostly I'm wanting to keep up our discard attack. Actually drawing the jewels is surely better, isn't it? Yeah. And Necromancer can be on top. And we'll pick up Enlarge right here. I mean, I think it's important to keep up the discard attacks. It's just difficult. I mean, maybe that's why you stick the Urchin in, is so that your Necromancers no longer have to be that -3, but you can also Necromance Urchin, right? Chalice. What is that? That's an orb. That's not doing us a whole lot. Well, I guess we'll be able to enlarge the Chalice. That's good. I mean, surely that's what we're doing here, as opposed to anything else. This will play Urchin. What's on top? Sack of loot. It would be kind of nice to draw that, I think. We could also play Militia here, but just like do a spy, probably discard the jewels. Then we'll enlarge one of these guys. When the time comes. Plausibly the jewels, because like it's the most annoying to have. I mean, I'm totally expecting a discard attack at some point, so... Can you hit province with that? That would be so devastating, like a double province. I guess I'll be able to if I don't get another discard attack thrown in at me. Which, I mean, probably we should. Because, like, if I can Militia you, then you do not hit double. I don't know how I'm gonna, like, make things... I guess you could Zombie Mason for it also. Sexton kind of set that up. Like, Sexton launch. I'm assuming this is going to end up being a double. Somehow. Oh, yeah. Well, Mason. Oh, nope. Okay. Well, let's keep the orb around. I think I'm going to ditch the jewels. This plays then. Like, what is that? That's 2 Necromancers and a sack. So, I mean, spy's alright. Worst case, I can put this into the discard pile and just like play a Militia. Militia. There's Militia. What is that? Necromancer? Do I want to draw it? What would I do if I drew it? Mason? What's in there? 2 provinces, Necromancer, Amphora. 2 provinces, Amphora. Like, we could mill one. I think I kind of prefer just having a Necromancer on top. We can buy an Urchin, and if we have to apprentice, or as like just something that we can maybe apprentice. Yeah. Is it possible for me to triple? I don't think so. We'll enlarge the sack here. You're going to want to launch before you do that. And I thought I was in decent position, I thought I was in decent position off the opening, but then you were able to mint turn 3, which was quite irritating. I mean, I just have to enlarge the sack. There's no other option. I can play a Necromancer. I could Mason with it. I could Militia with it. I mean, it's certainly better than 3 coins. If I Militia with it, do I take an estate? I guess so. If I Mason with it, like, would I want to actually have a province? Probably not. That would be like looking for a duchy. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a state. I'm really concerned about this distant lands too. Like, that's something that's gonna get played at some point, and then I don't know how I really feel. Like, do I actually need to have 2 provinces? Do I need the estate so that I can compete with the province duchy? All intriguing questions. And that's part of the other issue I'm facing, is that your hammer's just like gotten you tons of Necromancers, which actually does give you, like, you know, we were talking about that 1 card of draw with the apprentice that was potentially going to be, you know, too hard to work with, but just being able to, like, you know, hammer the Necromancers makes it so that that little bit of whatever is not as much of a concern. Now we're certainly taking a province off of this Enlarge, I'm guessing. I mean, we kind of have to go for it, whatever it means. If you have like 2 Necromancers and a distant, okay, you don't. Yeah, I don't think there's really options. I'm even not going to like play the Necromancer. I'm not going to apprentice with the Necromancer. Oh, that can be another distant lands. That's like devastating. Genuinely. That's also pretty devastating. Yeah, so I think I have to go for it. We could go like Urchin to Duchy instead, but I don't really see what the point in doing that is. The hope would be that we draw like something nice with the Urchin. I don't know whether apprenticing the Urchin or like what do I have to do? I have to get Province Duchy Estate, which seems really difficult, but what other options are there, really? Do I draw with the Urchin and hope, or do I draw with the Necromancer? I'm going to draw with the Urchin and hope. Well, there's step one. Blind Mason. It's a province. Darn. Alright. Well, had it been Orb or Necromancer, I would have won. I don't know. I felt really sunk after the mint. I feel like there's like some things that I almost surely could have done better in that one, but like I felt like I never did anything that was too out of line at the same time. So I don't know, like it seemed tough to win after the open, but I just can't help but feeling that there's something different to do also. We do not have things that discard tunnel other than crystal balls, so that doesn't seem like a real thing. This board's pretty iffy. I guess we're probably gonna open Patron Sentinel. There's nothing that reveals Patron, is there? Maybe we don't open Patron Sentinel. We could also open, like, Engineer Sentinel. The Engineer is going to get you treasure maps at some point. That seems like maybe a way to build economy, but not necessarily necessary. There's draw. Border Village Destrier, like, draws normally. There's no trash for benefit for the border villages, so most of the scoring is just going to be alliances. I guess I'm going to start Patron Sentinel, stow an estate away. That seems like a way to go on things. You can take like Border Village Kiln off the first whatever. You kind of do want Underlings, so that is kind of a point in favor of getting an Engineer at some point. Just because like Underlings can hold, they can hold crud with your coastal haven. Gosh. Yeah, we'll see what year 4 is. I may just match it, depending. Like, I wouldn't match a treasure map, but like if you do go Engineer here, I'm probably gonna take Engineer as well, just realistically. Though I think like Patron has the advantage of you do end up getting to hit 5, 6. Whatever your first 5 does, I'm not exactly sure, but it's a Sentinel, huh? I guess you're gonna go double Sentinel? I don't like that on a board that is gain light like this one. I'm gonna take a Patron. I'm going to take Sentinel, and I will, of course, take over an estate. We get to take, fewer estates out, but, like, that's fine. We saw the Sentinel when we wanted to. Trying to think about next turn right now. Like, next turn I actually have a decent shot at hitting 6, so maybe this wants to be an Underling rather than Engineer. Okay, that did not happen, and it should have been Engineer. Crystal Ball any good? Maybe. Kiln any good? Maybe. I can imagine taking like a Kiln right now. Potentially you can Kiln Patron. Yeah, that actually seems like a decent plan. We're gonna shuffle right here. First to Border Village. Well. surprised at the double Sentinel. I mean, you saw one turn 3, you saw one turn 4. It's not overly surprising that you're able to work things around and you have all your estates out, so... Yeah. More Underling? Sure. Do we stow the estate? Actually, I'm hitting likely 7. Oh, I am hitting 7 there, so we could take Engineer. No, I'm not necessarily hitting 7. I would have to draw a copper, which is not guaranteed with the Engineer in deck. Alright, another Underling then. Do we stow the estate? Yeah, of course. Will I actually want another Patron? Surely yes. You're thin. I'm discovering, suddenly. Maybe not suddenly, but... Like, I think this is a fine position, right? We can take Border Village, Destrier. We'll play Sentinel first, have, like, good options at being able to have a nice full turn. You know, if we can draw, like, well, I was gonna say if we can draw, like, Border Village Kiln, I don't know that that's so much happening. I guess we're gonna see a deck that doesn't really aim to draw there. It's gonna be, like, Crystal Ball stuff, though that doesn't... It's inconsistent with the Border Villages, so, like, if you're picking up Border Villages, you gotta be picking up Destriers. Right. So, like, I have to grab both of these in order to hit 6. So this wasn't exactly the big idea here. Or we could hit 5. What would we do with 5? Well, maybe we wouldn't. Maybe we'd, like, use... We could also put the kiln there. We could pick up our Engineer if that's something we actually want, which I think it is. And we could haven the kiln over. Yeah, I like that plan. It's a little bit sad that we have to, not play the Border Village, but I don't know. How sad can we be? What's on top? Destrier? I'm trying to think, like, what you would be playing. And the answer is obviously Destrier. Let's see, you might think about something like a Border Village Kiln here. One of the advantages of being, like, as thin as you are is that you can really easily connect Kiln with stuff that you want to kiln. Yeah. I mean, that's pointing me towards going, like, you know, I'm gonna need to... I don't even know if I want to play this Engineer. Like, we're hitting 6 right now. We have the Villager, which is really helpful to have around, and we can stow both of those. We can get like Sentinel first. Seems fine. Maybe that needed to be a Kiln just to like stay competitive on gains, but I don't know. Do I even have like stuff to trash still? I don't know. Like my assumption is you have all of your coppers out. So I have 4 coppers around. Yeah, I guess we'd probably play Sentinel then. I'm a little bit concerned that, like, if I play Border Village and then play Sentinel, what happens to me? Like, am I able to do things that I actually want to do? Or do we play Sentinel first and then... I mean, we have 2 draw after that, so maybe we can pick up, like, a Kiln plus a Border Village if we're lucky. Which also seems somewhat productive. Smith just shot one right into the keeper's feet. I guess trying to go between, which might be the only option. Yeah, I mean, there's another Kiln there. There is a Border Village, so I guess there's a way to play it. Plus Destrier. I mean, that's just a concern because, like, once we start buying alliances, you do kind of want that amount to draw. So I think I'm going to play Sentinel first, and then, like, hope for being able to put together a decent Kiln. Wow. Surely you could have drawn and got another Destrier there. Maybe you think top decking is more valuable, which I don't. Really? I can actually get Destrier with Engineer if things go perfectly. That's another point in favor of playing this first. Okay, that is not going to end up happening, right? Like I can't play Kiln then Border Village. Well, actually, we can get one off the second Engineer, so we can get the 3 Destriers if we want to. We would like Kiln, Destrier, then Engineer would go for like something trashy, get the Destrier, buy Destrier. I don't really love losing the Engineer, but I guess we could also kill an Engineer. I mean, I think these 2 clearly want to go on top in some order. And then it's a matter of what else. We're not trashing, it's mostly the reordering. Just trying to figure out, like, what our option is. Like, if I kill the Engineer, we get the Engineer back. I can take Underling No, I mean, I have to kill the Destrier if I want all 3 of those. Do I need all 3 of them? I don't know. I mean, I'd like all 3 of them. It's clearly this order. This is what we're gonna draw. This is what we're gonna draw. We're not getting anywhere past these 5 cards. So, I mean, I think this is what has to happen. Kiln, Destrier. Can also kill an Engineer. If we kill an Engineer, we would take Underling, Destrier. I don't think it works. And I really think we should take these 3 Destriers. Maybe? I don't know how many I actually have. Like, if I knew that I had, like, 2 more in there, I'd be a lot, I don't know, less hesitant to do that. But, as it is, I feel like, this has got to be maybe Underling plus Destrier by Border Village Destrier. Set aside 2 coppers. We can try to pick up, like, Border Village killed off the Kiln. Something like that. That'll give us the gains to maybe have a better win chance. Like, although we're going to be doing alliances, at some point you do actually want to have the ability to end the game as well. Whether that's through Kiln or through Engineer or what exactly. I'm not feeling like as terribly behind as maybe I might. Like, I think I can be buying Alliance that's starting this next turn, which is good. My main problem, I think, is still just that I do not have Kiln. Though if Border Villages go out, that's also a lot less of a concern all of a sudden. Just because it means that Kiln can't score. Which is, I guess, makes it a lot less scary. Like, on the other hand, maybe you get the last Border Village this turn, like Border Village Kiln, and then my ability to end the game is pretty much non-existent, right? You could pick up, like, an Engineer with that, and then I think you'd probably just win, because, like, you can presumably match my alliances and have the ability to pick up Tunnel to get whatever points you end up needing. Right. Not a good spot. Not a good spot. I mean, the hope then would be just, like, we get into alliances, and then what happens to you? Your deck starts failing is the other hope. I mean, I guess you could also take, like, a duchy with this if you can alliance starting this turn, even if you can't. Okay, it is the Kiln. Okay. This might come with a, I don't know what this is going to come with. Maybe this comes with a duchy and you start on the alliances. I don't know. No, it's an Underling. So this is kind of driving towards an end of game. plausibly you could... Why are you playing all of those? Why don't you, like, hold a crystal ball? That's a little weird. Okay, so I mean, at this point I hold the estate. And if I can just, like, alliance out while holding the estate, that's basically a win. I mean, you can take, like, 3 Underling. Yeah, alright. Only having 1 Kiln's a problem. We're gonna go back to that. Although what? Actually, you have, like, 3 Kilns right now, so I can take 1 more Underling. And I suppose we should. Given the opportunity. Right? Like... actually, maybe I need to get a patron. I guess I need to get a patron in order to actually reach 10. So this is Alliance, and then we'll pull over 2 Destriers and the estate. It's actually the least valuable thing. So, I mean, your hope is going to be to basically be able to kill Underlings and then still buy Alliance at the end, which, I don't know, it seems like it probably is something that can happen. Like, we're not at a level of lack of thinness. Oh, awesome. Trinity just scored. No, not Trinity. I think Trinity had the assist. I'll watch a replay. Let's see, Horan's offsides, but it went to Trinity. Nope, Trinity scored. Really nice goal. Oh, that's good. At least one American victory over Japan, right? Maybe we'll just empty Crystal Ball. That'd be equally impressive, to be honest. Oh, you trashed an estate. Alright, so plausibly I can't gain an Underling. I feel like you would have been so much better off, like, taking Border Village Kiln and then, like, waiting a turn to Alliance and just having an Engineer bop the points over. What do I know? I'm losing this game, right? Most likely. I don't want to trash anything. I kind of even don't want to trash a state, just because I feel like if you keep doing that, like, that might be something that affords me some point advantage. But on the other hand, like, I still, you know, have a points lead if I do this, which is most of what I'm asking for. Yeah. We, like, draw one of these, then probably kill the gold. We draw the duchy. Kiln. Whoops, undo. I want to put patrons first. Then Alliance, pull over these 3. These 3. I don't know. It's like at some point you should just be able to win because you can kiln the... I mean, you can kiln out the stuff and pile. Like, that's the thing, is, you know, despite whatever situation, you still have this ability to end the game that I just don't have. Like, my win condition is we run out the piles with Alliance, and your win condition is that you run out the piles and buy an Alliance. Obviously the hope is, like, maybe you don't get there. But I don't know. Like, maybe your deck starts failing because you can't draw enough. This seems like a distinct possibility right now. And maybe I can keep drawing enough. Like, you don't have any extra gains that would make things better. Is this 10? Like, I can stop here and pull the Destrier over, right? That's surely the best option. Gain a gold. So, I mean, now you have to... I mean, is there anything you can do? Probably not. You try to Alliance and you hope that I miss. You only have 3 kilns, so... Yeah. I guess you could buy a tunnel. That's actually what you do, is you buy tunnel and then you hope to Alliance next turn. Or you buy engineer, actually, and hope to play it in Alliance next turn. At which point my response to that is buy Alliance and hope you don't hit 10. Seems plausible, at least. I don't know if I actually had to, like, keep up last turn. Like, if I had taken engineer right there, what would things look like? I'll just say. I think tunnel is better than engineer for you. Like, you just take the tunnel, and then, I mean, I could respond in kind, but, like, You just take the tunnel. That would force me to maybe take a tunnel, because otherwise if you hit 10, you win. Question then, it's like, do I take a tunnel? I don't know. Just remember to play this Underling first. No, you took the engineer. I think you'd have been better off taking a tunnel, because, like, you have to draw that engineer in order to get the extra points. Right? And in a deck of how many cards? Okay, play both of these, bring the Destrier over. Like, if you find the engineer and can Alliance, power to you, but that big a deck. Well, that's a lot of draw. That is a Sentinel. Alright, well, this is not looking as amazing as it would. I mean, I guess it's still like a 50%. Somewhere down in those 22 cards. even if like you're at the end of your draw, which I don't know if you are. Trashing a silver. Oh. I mean, that's looking for the engineer, right? Okay, you didn't even hit 10. Game over. Alright, well, it ended up working out mostly because I got to hold this estate. And eventually, like, as expected, the decks kinda died. Alright, what do we have here? We have Lurker, Squire, something. That seems decent. Is there like some Lurker thing? No, I think it's just Lurker, Squire to Witch. I mean, I think you open Lurker, Priest. And just go ahead and go grab those witches. The draw is Sheepdog. Which is actually maybe a point against Witch, right? Like... Yeah, I mean, the draw is Sheepdog because although Courtyard and Witch kind of look like draw, the village here, Squire, is non-drawing, and so Sheepdog is where it's happening. And I guess you have to like gain silver or gain stuff with Lurker to activate them. I can't imagine it being anything but Lurker, Priest. Like, getting the Witch just seems so valuable, and I don't know, like, what you would take with Priest. Sheepdog. Squire still works that way, yeah. Oh, wants to go Priest Lurker. It's reasonable. Somehow. I don't see a problem with that. Let's see here. Maybe we just, like, take a Sheepdog. Straight up. I don't know that... I mean, Citygate doesn't do me anything for next turn, right? Like, I'm not hitting a number that I actually really need during it, so... Just take Sheepdog. Oh, I hit 5. That's interesting. Crystal Ball, maybe? As much as I dislike the card, like, I'm not sure what else I should put into the deck right now. Like, it provides a little bit of cycle, maybe it'll trash a little bit. You know. Not really an expected 5, but... I mean, I'll take it. What do we do with 4? Something worse, probably? Yeah. Do I take another Witch, or do I take the Squire? I think I actually take the Squire. Assuming it's still in the trash, or one of them's in the trash. Do I take Squire, take another Lurker? Let's do that. A little bit concerned about how much Sheepdog I'm getting right now, but this is okay-ish. Wow, okay. More Sheepdog. Like, we can kind of get Squires later. We can get Sheepdogs now. That's, I guess, the hope anyways. I mean, I think I had to play those Sheepdogs. As much as you playing 4 of them off that was a little bit frightening. And now we're going to take the last one, because what more can you do? right? That's the only option. Can't be losing those. No, I guess we can be losing those. 7-3. Alright. Now what? I guess now we try to probably get a little bit thinner than you are. And basically hope your sheepdogs don't work. That's gonna be the idea anyways. So much for them not working. This is frightening. I do not like only having 3 sheepdogs. That's bad. I also don't know what I could have done about it. Maybe my 5 for a crystal ball could have been a sheepdog. That's about it from what I'm thinking. The other thing we can do is we can kind of try to rush piles down and like be playing the witch. Would be an idea. Well, I could take a witch here. That's exciting. How did this get in the trash? I have no clue. Oh, it was the advance actually. So like the idea is going to be rush piles down, like give enough curses to yeah, I kind of like this idea actually. Rush piles down, give enough curses that we're like somewhat happy about situation. Any give enough curses that we have like a mild point lead, and then work from there. Like, yes, you're going to get to play however many sheepdogs, but you know, I want to say you're going to be sufficiently overwhelmed that you can't do anything too damaging. Trash that. Probably buy Squire. Yeah. Might even take something like a duchy here. Be perfectly honest. Just because, like, we can run things pretty quickly. Without that. That's the game plan. The game plan is not going to be draw. The game plan is going to be kind of ugly this up and see what we can do. I guess the other thing I can do is I can advance 2 squires into Squire. If we're really willing to lower things. Well, I guess we also need to see what the city gate gives us. Maybe it'll give us a witch. You never know. We're just going to hit a big number. Okay. No whatever. Play. Probably I just take duchy because we want the little bit of lead. Yeah. Who knows what'll happen this next turn, but for now, that's the option. I don't love seeing all the witches here. Like, I do actually want to play them, believe it or not. That's kind of the idea why I got them, is to play them and give curses. Obviously, I'd love to be drawing a Squire off the city gate, but if we can't, we can't. Or even like a Sheepdog wouldn't be the worst thing ever. I'd actually be able to pretend to have a turn. I guess you're going to sit back right here. Okay, well there's a Squire. I mean, I think I gotta play this. Oh. That's interesting, isn't it? Do I want another witch? Maybe. Estate? Sure. I actually might not be giving a curse this turn, which is kind of, I don't know, interesting. But we're actually going to be pretty close to just winning, which I guess we do just win. There'll be some Sheepdog plays that don't actually matter. Curses are better, right? Or giving curses is apparently better than drawing. I mean, I guess I was doing an okay job of drawing. That was my start, wasn't it? Yeah, alright. Well, we managed to get 2 back at least, which, given how many seemingly unwinnable games there were, is pretty nice. What do we have here? We have no trashing, but we have everything you could ever want. I think the opening's probably Silver Courtyard. You can pick up, I don't know what you can pick up. Maybe it's like double Courtyard. We have Necropolis, right? Fox is looking a little injured. Maybe more so, but that wouldn't be the worst one. I like, they cannot lose another center back or midfielder. I guess Coffee will be back next game, so it's probably okay. Now let's just kind of get these 2 minutes out of the way. Williams needed to go to the corner, not try to shoot into or cross into a player. Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe you could go double Courtyard because of the Necropolis. And I guess the presence of Villa, although you don't really want to be buying Villa Courtyard, that doesn't actually work. With the idea that maybe if you hit 5... That's pretty unconvincing. A 2-5 would be really nice, that you'd have like no debates about anything, but we're just going to end up buying Courtyard on this 3, and then seeing as the other thing is either a Courtyard or a silver, like, let's not give anything away. As little as that probably matters. What I'd actually really like to do is I'd like to open Courtyard silver and then be able to put together silver 4 coppers in the hovel, and then I'd buy nobles and trash the hovel, and that would be amazing. Alright, Courtyard, we agree. Do you have a 5? No. Silver, we also agree. I swear, if I put together the thing, I'm going to be, like, amazed. What's this looking at? This is looking at 4-5. So next turn's hitting 4. What could this actually do? I could buy like Villa Courtyard and then on the 4 take a walled village. You actually might get the really nice split. Alright, US just won. That's what we're looking for. At least there's like one victory over Japan today. Right. Not that this is really a victory over Japan, but whatever. Maybe we take like a crown here and another courtyard next turn. Or I mean courtyard here and crown next turn. Charm is also looking pretty nice, but I think it's probably a touch early. I think you just probably put together the 6+ hovel, which is annoying as heck. Yeah. Oh, this is unlovely. That was definitely not the idea. Maybe we'll get together our thing right here. It also means that your first 5 is going to be Charm, which is definitely someone... Oh, it's a specialist, huh? Okay. Maybe I take a specialist right here, or do I take the Charm? I think probably specialist time. I mean, it's a good thing we took the crown first. Well, no, specialist would have done the same. Right. I mean, not getting together 6 to do the Noble's Hovel thing is just gonna murder me. Like, I'm feeling so incredibly behind just not being able to do that. It's not good. It's not good. Like, we're gonna have to try to put together one of these thrones with a courtyard. I have to top deck courtyard here, right? Like, we could buy villa, but then what? It doesn't really matter. Okay, well, here's step 1. We'll get like a specialist on top. Eventually gain one of those, yeah. Things are looking pretty bad. Pretty bad. I wonder if I'd be happier with this being a specialist. I mean, you can also just like kind of take all the nobles and then what happens to me. Yeah, that's a yikes. I mean, I guess we're just going to have to take more courtyards because nobles is not going to be the draw that I get to use. Right? At least that turn didn't function all the way, although your next one will. Oh no, there's Villa that exists. Yeah, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. Well, I got the 2 back. And then this game, I mean, we all saw what happened, right? I'm gonna like watch this as I just like straight up don't get a nobles. Let's see, there's another specialist in there, so I'm trying to figure out what else besides the specialist. Maybe it's like 2 coppers and a specialist. Did I see? I feel like I saw everything last turn, so... No, there's this necropolis. It's so annoying. Yeah, I guess we'll play it again then. Specialist on top. Let's go ahead and buy our nobles. Hope for the best. I mean, I can still hope that you have, like, a dud series, since we still do have all of our starting cards, and you do have some thrones in there. So, like, it's possible that you lose two turns. Though if you continue to not lose 2 turns, I don't really know what happens to me. That would be unideal. This is not looking like you're losing. Well, okay. That wasn't ideal, but... Okay. I mean, I gotta buy a Nobles. So we top deck Necropolis, and we're gonna specialist a silver. I think it's not the end of the world quite yet. It's pretty close. I'm gonna admit it's pretty close to the end of the world. We also saw all of the throne that last turn, which is not what we want. I don't even know that you had to gain that one. Like, surely you could put your other specialist with the nobles and not have this issue. Where are we going from here? I guess we're trying to get charms. We can, like, potentially pile... I don't know what. I'm just, like... I'm behind on points. I'm behind on draw. We're still kind of be hoping for this... I don't know, like, situation where you draw a bunch of starting stuff together a couple times in a row. And then what? Like, this seems dreadfully unlikely as you continue to... Look, we're kind of putting a turn together. Play again, 2 actions, gain a specialist. We can get to specialist a copper, that's amazing. What do we want from here? Maybe a charm? I kind of feel bad without having a little bit of extra draw, but, like, what can we do, realistically, that will improve our draw chances other than buying Courtyard? I don't think I can afford to take Fleet yet, like... That doesn't actually do me any good because it doesn't help the game at all. I could take a mining road, that would make it so a charm will maybe do something right away. That'll be my move. I just don't know if, like, I'm going to have anywhere close to enough turns. Like, maybe you just win right here, right now. It seems plausible. I mean, you want to gain the specialist, right? Yeah. Maybe you can't win right here, right now, but you can sure get pretty close. I wish, like, something had happened. Like, the first game... The third game I remember, it was, like, the mint. The first game, I don't remember exactly what happened, but it felt like I lost pretty quickly in it. Obviously, the second game was just a joke. And a pretty unfunny one at that. So, like, if you don't win this turn, clearly I take fleet. And I mean, my theory is that you still do have this ability to just fail. It's maybe not true, but, you know. It's what there is. It's what there is to hope for. Like, I think there's still some maybe ever so small ability to, maybe you can pile here. Like, you draw that, you specialist, and you need 9 more coins, specialist to silver. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna guess that you do actually have it right here. Or even, like, you have more courtyards to hit with it. Yeah, this will be a win. Because, like, you can specialist silver, plausibly you have enough more coins. You have, like, 1 more villa. Specialist, courtyard, silver, gain courtyard, gain specialist. And then you'll have 4, 5 with a villa, 7, exactly. Yeah. It should be a silver. Oh, I guess you can't quite do that, but I suspect that you win anyway. Specialist to silver. Or just have 5, okay. Yeah. Well, I think a fleet on the last trade would not really have solved things. 8 points is a little far-fetched. Yeah, I don't think I could win any of the ones that I lost, quite honestly, and I don't know, the ones I won felt like a struggle, so it was that kind of match, and, well, we'll hope to do better in future matches where, those kinds of things don't actually happen, because you can't really overcome them. And yeah, I'll see you all